Welcome to Design Around the World. I'm Carina Gardner, and today we're in Tokyo.
Today I'm walking through Tokyo with you. This is a highlight reel of some of the places that my family and I visited, and I'm excited to share some of the fun things we saw and ate, and hopefully give you some inspiration for your own design work. We headed into Tokyo after our day at Disney Sea. We wanted to be closer to the center of the city, so we stayed at Tokyo Station Hotel. Since its establishment in 1915, this hotel has been a symbol of elegance and a testament to Japan's rich cultural heritage. The Tokyo Station Hotel is intrinsically linked to the history of Tokyo Station itself. The station, designed by architect Tetsuno Kingo, opened in 1914 as a grand gateway to the capital. The hotel followed a year later. The hotel rooms are very well done. Josh and I got a room here that overlooks into the dome directly into the train station, which was pretty cool. And the hotel itself was filled with pretty artwork and had a lovely atmosphere. They are very proud of the history of this hotel, and you can see that in the artwork displayed in the hallways. Much of this artwork shows the hotel in different time periods. Next, the atrium of this hotel housed breakfast, and this might be one of the most beautiful rooms I've ever had breakfast in. The high diagonal ceilings had beautiful moldings, and the chandelier's dark colors were a nice contrast to the room's lightness. So, back to Tokyo. Tokyo is an extremely walkable city. So on our first day in the city, we walked through the city to get to our first destination. There are lots of high rises as well as interesting design details like these sewer covers that have flowers on them. Tokyo is the bustling capital of Japan. It's a city of contrast where ancient traditions co-host harmoniously with cutting-edge technology and futuristic skyscrapers. With a population of over 14 million people in the central area and about 37 million in the greater Tokyo area, it is one of the most populous metropolitan areas of the world. It is known for its cleanliness, efficiency, and a unique blend of culture. And now that I have experienced it, I will tell you it is so incredibly clean. And for just a busy city, it was exceptionally quiet as well. We saw so many things that caught my designer eye, like these cool photographs, these uniform arches, or these great signs that, of course, I can't read. So after a fun walk, we hit Akihabara. Often referred to as Akiba, it's a district in Tokyo that has earned the title of Anime Heaven due to its unparalleled dedication to anime, manga, and all things otaku, a Japanese term for people with consuming interest, particularly in anime and manga. This vibrant area is a mecca for fans of Japanese pop culture, offering an array of shops, cafes, arcades, and events that celebrate the world of anime and gaming. In Japan, shops dedicated exclusively to claw machines, also known as UFO catchers or crane games, are incredibly popular. These establishments offer a wide variety of prizes, ranging from plush toys and figures to electronics and snacks. You can see that we really liked checking out these places because the colors and the products were so fun. The kids liked pointing out characters and shows they knew. Visitors can find everything from the latest anime releases and manga volumes to rare collectibles and figures. Originally known as Electric Town, Akihabara began as a hub for electronics retailers. While it still retains this identity with numerous stores selling the latest gadgets, computers, and electronic components, it has evolved to become a focal point for anime and gaming culture. As big fans of Studio Ghibli, I had to point out these paper theater products. These are basically craft products that you put together with characters you love from the animated movies. They even had wood versions you could buy. Seems like a fun Glowforge or silhouette or Cricut project. Next up on the kids' list was a cat cafe. You can't videotape in a cafe, but we paid for Felicity to have one video. The kids fed the furry pals frozen treat pops, and this was a great break from all the walking we had been doing. All this walking and petting made us hungry, and the outside food stands were calling our names. We tried these kebabs, which were so delicious. A few of us tried the beef, and Felicity tried the chicken, and all were really good. We also tried these strawberry tangaloos. We've never had these before. These are fruit covered in a sugary clear coating. I was completely surprised when Felicity crunched into hers.
Whoa, it's like a crunch.
Go ahead, Charlie.
These turned out to be a favorite food stand item that we would eat the entire rest of the trip. We also found a crepe stand and enjoyed a bunch of different kinds of crepes. Some were made with Nutella or just strawberries or some yummy sugary things. After our food find extravaganza, we grabbed a taxi and headed to the Seno Temple. The Seno Temple is Tokyo's oldest and most significant Buddhist temple. Founded in 628 AD, it attracts millions of visitors annually. The temple is dedicated to Kannon, the Buddhist goddess of mercy and compassion, and is renowned for its vibrant festivals, historical significance, and stunning architecture. According to legend, this temple was established when two fishermen brothers discovered a statue of Kannon in the Sumida River. Despite their efforts to return the statue to the river, it repeatedly came back to them, leading to the construction of the temple to enshrine the sacred image. The temple was completed in 645 AD, making it Tokyo's oldest temple. We started at the outer gate of this temple and one of Tokyo's most iconic symbols. The gate features a massive red lantern and statues of the god of wind and the god of thunder. Nowadays, there are shops all around the temple, which we meandered through. This is a shopping street, and it's lined with around 90 shops selling traditional snacks, souvenirs, and crafts, offering a taste of old Tokyo. My kids liked the shopping, and I liked all the colors and shapes. From flip-flops to ice cream, this place is a magical place for a designer. There's so many colors and cool wares. There were fans, chopsticks, umbrellas, and clothing. Look at these cute lanterns with white shapes on them. One of the things I loved about so much of the signage and the images here is the use of flat, clean shapes and lines. Oh yeah, and we did find more strawberries. We also managed to find this amazing ice cream, and honestly, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to get over that peach ice cream I had here. This truly was a fun, bustling place with temple architecture, traditional artwork, and enormous lanterns. Everywhere we went, I saw beautiful and inspirational pieces in the writing, the decor, and so much more. Interesting shapes adorned every piece of the temples. Also, how about the sign with the priority elevator with indications of who should get on? These icons are awesome. The hustle and bustle, as well as my not knowing what anything said, made this an exciting visual spectacle for me. And you know, it wouldn't be a fun trip without me checking out the fabrics and clothing in the marketplaces. As we headed to the Hello Kitty store, we saw this restaurant where you could pull your sushi off a conveyor belt. I heard that there were several restaurants where this is a thing, but this is the only one I got a video of. Our final destination in this area was a Hello Kitty store where we picked up items for my nieces. This shop was crowded, probably one of the most crowded I had seen in Tokyo. Hello Kitty was first introduced to the world in 1974. Hello Kitty is depicted as a cheerful white cat with a red bow and no mouth, symbolizing universal understanding and friendship. Over the decades, Hello Kitty has become a global icon representing cuteness, or kawaii, and the enduring appeal of simple, heartwarming design. Before I move on to some of our other favorite design elements in Tokyo, a reminder that I love putting out inspirational design content every week, and I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel so I can keep making more. All right, I have to talk about one of the highlights of our trip, which was taking out our oldest daughter to the Sylvan Family stores. If you don't know what these are, it's because in the United States, these toys are known as calico critters. Our daughter loves collecting these. The Sylvan Families line include a wide range of animal characters such as rabbits, cats, dogs, bears, hedgehogs, and many more. Each family has its unique background story, hobbies, and personalities, adding depth to the play experience. The characters are often dressed in detailed, removable clothing, and each family typically includes parents, children, and sometimes grandparents or babies. As it turns out, there are some Japanese exclusives, and you better believe we got our hands on those. As it happens, this same shopping center also had an entire floor dedicated to Pokemon. My husband has been playing Pokemon forever, and we had a great time checking out the plushies and more here. Since I remember Pokemon coming out when I was younger, it is fascinating to see how Pokemon is still such a viable brand, not just in Japan, but internationally. We made a stop because my feet were killing me, and as an avid watcher of Asian dramas, I felt like it was important to try the drinks here. Is it just me, or is in every Asian drama they're drinking something extra cool and special? Yeah, I just wanted to be just like them. We might have also gotten this strawberry cake as well. This is the moment in the video where I have a total meltdown about the amazing bathroom situation in Japan. Yes, it is that amazing. Don't ask me how, but the public bathrooms were all just as ridiculously clean as our hotel ones. Also, the bidet system, which is everywhere, is amazing. And even if you've never used a bidet before, which by the way, I had not, it converted me to this toilet system. Moving on, there are some darling restaurants and eateries all over Japan, and you just never know what you're going to get when you stumble into one of these. We happened to hit a restaurant called Butter, and you would think that we would have a clue on what that meant, but apparently we didn't. First of all, when you got in there were tiny shots of milk to start. Josh orders something that looked like a pile of cream, which, FYI, he loved. Felicity ordered pancakes, and when I asked if she could have some syrup, we were told no, only butter, which sent me into a laughing and wheezing fit as they handed her a stick of butter.
Here you go. Here's your stick of butter. This is it. This is the best you get. I can't. So good. You have to eat that whole stick.
We're at the right place.
Listen, this should be your favorite place ever.
I know, that's why I said we're at the right place.
A couple of my other kids got ice cream, and I settled on cheese fondue, which was incredible. The shopping in Japan is so fun. There are lots of different stores, from bookstores to clothing stores. There are interesting logos and products, and the variety of stores makes this an extremely fun place to window shop, or, real shop, especially if you like buying desserts. The Tokyo Station Hotel is within walking distance also of the Imperial Palace. And while we didn't see the palace, we did walk the grounds. The Imperial Palace is the primary residence of the Emperor of Japan. The palace grounds cover approximately 1.15 square kilometers, or that's 0.44 square miles, and includes various buildings, gardens, and historical sites. It feels a little bit like Central Park in the middle of New York City. It's green and lush, and you can see the bustling city on the outskirts. This area is covered with maps, signs, and inspirational architecture. There are fantastic stone inlays in the sidewalk, like this carved flower. The inner grounds of the palace are generally closed to the public, except for on special occasions, such as the Emperor's birthday and New Year's greeting, which is January 2nd, when visitors can enter and see the Imperial family. Past the Imperial Gardens, we found another set of gardens and parks on our way to a shopping center. And these gardens were also just so lush and green. And that was some of the highlights from our time in Tokyo. We ate a lot of food, even found a Krispy Kreme donut with unique flavors that I've never seen before, and just enjoyed this incredible city. Have you ever been to Tokyo? What am I missing that you loved here? Tell me in the comments below. Also, have you seen all my other videos on Japan? If you love the Design Around the World series, want to see more of my travels in Japan, or see any of the other new videos I've been doing about design, please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you soon.